Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I was not planning on making this video today. I was going to go over the interview with John Bishop and take the piss out of it. No, okay, that's basically my plans I made for the day. There's a lot of news, a lot of rumors. Basically, I think it's news rather than rumors because the only reason a lot of the stuff is still rumors is because it hasn't been confirmed by the BBC. And the only reason it hasn't been confirmed by the BBC is because they don't give a shit, apparently. I mean, that's really what I think was what's going on. Maybe Christian is one of the worst marketing minds in the entire universe. Could be. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. There's more craziness going on the Twitter. Man, it's bad news there. Like, just honestly, the Twitter report. Avoid Twitter. There's nothing there for you, mate. I go there to promote my videos and just see what get news from, because to make the freaking videos. That's why I'm here, right? It's beyond crazy. We're going to be talking about that. I hope nobody's expecting to see that Torchwood release Absent Friends anytime soon with John Barrowman and David Tennant. Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. That ain't happening. There's a lot going down. There's a lot to talk about. Before we get in it, can you hit the like button? Fandabby, double dozy. Can you hit the share button? Fandabby, double dozier. And even if that such a thing is possible, we have there's an expression in Orthodox Judaism where they go cover yocho. As if such a thing was possible. It's like, it was the greatest palace ever. It is in Kaviyoko, right? So, as if it was possible. It kind of fits in that category. Like, that sharing would be better than like. Wait, hit the like button anyway. Subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. That'd be lovely. I do like people subscribing. I like it way too much, okay? Like, it's way too much. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Comment's good. Sundays, I always have a ton of comments to catch up on because I'm offline on Saturdays. I'm going to be offline a lot, by the way, over the next couple of weeks. Lots of Jewish holidays going on. My live stream on Tuesday is going to be at about 6:30 instead of the normal 5 o'clock because the Jewish holiday. Okay, you're going to see a lot of those coming out. A lot of Jewish holidays going on this time of year. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and what else? I think it's basically go check out my Indiegogo. It's got to be shipping this week. I just got to get a damn printer. Actually, I've got to do two things. Here, let me pull up. I got to get the damn printer on the phone and say, how much to ship this to America? For God's sake, they just really America is much more expensive to print now than it was three months ago. And so I got the price to print in America and to ship it I got that price, right? We can do that. That's 100% we can. Is it cheaper doing it if we're in the UK? I don't know. Maybe the printer frickin' knows. I've been asking for a week. Maybe it's a weird thing they haven't told me. And also, I think I got to go through the spreadsheet and best make sure they have who they're shipping. They know who they're shipping everything to. That's really quite a big one, really. Although it's just boring work. Basically, hopefully I'm going to get to that today. It's Sunday. Hopefully I'm going to get to that. So yeah, 2 freaking awesome graphic novels: Biblical Bible Stories, Gracious, Rationalists and Rogues, and The Imperium, a love letter to telefantasy in the 1960s. I wrote this one. Dominic Racho did the art. Look, I plug every freaking video. Tons of great extras like this poster. Whole bunch of just go check out video notes if you want it. It's I've been saying this last week and it's kind of embarrassing. I'm still saying it. It's nearly gone, right? It's nearly gone. If you want to go check it out, thank you very much. Fine. Let's talk about rumors. Where shall we start? Okay. Well, there's things that are old rumors that people have forgotten about, right? In this season we have Sontarans coming back, and Sontarans looking freaking awesome. Here, let me pull this up. Let's go get the pic. Look at it. I mean, again, this Sontaran design, I think it much like the Cyberman design of season 12, which was just perfect, right? I mean, for me, that was the perfect blend of everything that was Cyberman. You had it had that clunky feel of Invasion and Revenge of the Cybermen, which to me feels very, very pure Cybermen. That's why I love them having I think it was a Revenge Cybermen head in the season 1, 2005 season, Dalek, when they had this, and it was, I just love that. I just made it feel, so it had that kind of like clunky, bruted feeling to it. At the same time, it felt modern, it felt new, it felt okay. It was just freaking perfect, in my opinion. Horribly wasted on this current era. So here we have Sontarans. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? I mean, let me zoom in. But this is one of the best pictures I've seen for a while. It just floated up this morning. I was looking for a picture of the Dalek that they were shooting with in the in that warehouse, I think in Liverpool, and Jodie was all tearful and crying. That's why I'm surmising that Daleks are going to this, and that was her regeneration show, and John Bishop was consoling her. But then, on the Doctor Who magazine cover, John Bishop was saying, "There's nothing as great." As on the cover saying, he mentions the Daleks, and people say, "Oh look, you just confirmed the Daleks." We've already confirmed the Daleks. We see they've rolled the Daleks out to where they're filming. The Daleks are going to be there. We've already confirmed the Weeping Angels. We confirmed it with the set photos. We confirmed it when Stephen Moffat said, "Oh, by the way, Weeping Angels are in the next season," and we still haven't confirmed it from the BBC. I don't think Christian will really is that bothered. My guess is he's probably been fired. In the stupid entertainment industry time away, where you're fired but you're not going to take any accountability for your massive failure, right? I don't think he should take sole accountability. He was hired by Piers Wenger. He was hired by the BBC to do exactly what he did. They just thought it was stunning, brave, and will go down well, right? They had no idea how badly it will go down. Fine. So we do have another breaking bit of news, though, which I find quite interesting. Let's look at this. It's over here. We go. Doink. Davros to make epic Doctor Who's return in blockbuster season 13 and Easter special revealed. So this is apparently there's a diabolically bad marketing campaign going on for season 13 right now, where you got to find clues and solve mysteries, and it's completely dependent on you being engaged and excited, which most people are not. Let's be fair. Most Doctor Who fans are not in any way, shape, or form. Somebody just broke the code to get into the secret BBC website, which is what you do when you whatever. So apparently it talks about this. We're going to look at the website, and we're going to go in ourselves after we read this article, and then poor old John Barrowman. Yeah, he's done, mate. I really thought this cancellation was a temporary thing because it was so relentlessly ridiculous. I mean, just so ridiculous. Unfortunately, ridiculous people control the world. Essentially. Okay, and that's basically what. But let's read this first. Davros make every return in blockbuster series 13 and Easter special revealed. That's interesting. Find the Doctor mystery led to a new video clip. Doctor Who had been all about change from the day it began in 1963. No! Oh, God. I mean, I understand. You say a lie over and over enough, and people repeat it, people think it's real. Still no. And I tell you, that whole attitude of, I know what I know, will just get you in trouble. No, it hasn't been all about change. Yes, they did bake change into the DNA of it about 3 years in. Very, very cleverly, right? Very, very cleverly. The show was doing well, but William Hartnell was I guess it was difficult to deal with, and I guess it was they thought they could continue the show without him. And they did, right? They came up with it and they did, and it worked, right? So it's not all about change. God, it's so it's just a soundbite. It's a soundbite that morons can say and feel like they're smart, right? No, it hasn't always been. The fact that it's not based in reality doesn't matter, right? And since then, we've welcomed plenty of new doctors, new TARDISes. No, TARDIS control rooms, yeah, because they still use the same one from 1963. It would look a bit tatty now. It looked a bit tatty in 1973 when they used it. New masters and new enemies. Once again, it's time for change, as Jodie Whittaker is stepping down as the 13th Doctor after a trio of specials in 2022. Current showrunner Chris Chibnall will be leaving the show, making room for a new Doctor and head writer. It's not happening. I don't think it's happening. They've had a year to find someone. The rumor is it's going to be rested for 5 years, which means it's never coming back. Okay, it's never coming back unless you get the perfect storm of people that have the will to do it. The only reason that would make it possibly return is it's a valuable commodity that can make money, but will it? I just don't think it's going to do that well. I don't think Star Trek's going to survive the next 5 years, let alone, I think it being rested is the only hope of it surviving. And maybe it can just hunker down and hibernate through this cultural insanity in which we're living, right? Cultural insanity where people get cancelled by insane Puritan children, which again seem to be the people who control the earth now. Before they bow out, fans are desperately awaiting the 13th series of Doctor Who to hit the BBC. 13th series of Doctor Who. 13th series of the hit BBC series. It used to be a hit series. Now it's not. I don't think you can call ratings of under 4 million a hit series, can you? I mean, look, granted, EastEnders gets ratings of under 2 million, but and they all say the same thing over and over again. It's Netflix. Netflix makes people not watch the BBC. Netflix makes people not watch the BBC. No, making shit. Makes people not watch the BBC. Exhibit A, Doctor Who. So nobody's desperate for anything, mate. Get a grip. Honestly, the reason why I think, and I know this will go, the thing we're going to end on, the Twitter insanity, the reason why I think it's off the charts insane is because they know Doctor Who's being cancelled, like everybody else knows it's being bloody cancelled, right? And their world is basically falling back down around their ears. They kept saying, I say this on every video now that I talk about it, but they kept saying for years and years and years, the last president was going to destroy the world, and they brought a new one in, and everything was going to be better. And now everything they said would happen is happening, and they're in absolute freefall, absolute meltdown and freefall. And so the comic book industry as well, same thing. They're just in complete freefall, where their denial just isn't really working as reality. It's just not agreeing with them. They don't like it. So Desperate here, which is expected later this autumn. I guess it's going to be next month, October. November already seems a bit late, unless they're going to drop it in one day, which at least we'll get it over with quick. But then, oh God. I think the best I could do is a daily review of each episode. What I'd love to, I hope they do it weekly, and I'll just do a live review, about an hour or so after it, right? It'll be about an hour or two after it. That would be my preference of way to go, right? Because honestly, if they can do it on Saturdays, even better, because I just get more viewers. That's the way the demographics work. The algorithm. If I did a live Doctor Who review reaction video on Saturday night, it's gonna do well, right? It's just gonna do well for me. So that's what and do it over 6 weeks. As it gets worse and worse and worse, which is going to, that would just do well for me. Fine. The BBC are keeping tight-lipped as per usual. No. This is not per usual. Rusty Davies could market the show. Stephen Moffat could market the show. Chris Chibnall is in hiding and has been since The Woman Who Fell to Earth aired. Well, I would say I think probably around the middle of that season 11, right? I think that's probably where he went into hiding and never came out because he has failed beyond failure. I mean, unbelievable on this series. And fans that currently know little about it. If you know little about it, how do I know about that, right? How do I know about that? How do I know about the Daleks? How do I know about the Weeping Angels? How? Because we know. How do we know that this is going to be Whittaker's last block? Logic and reason, baby. A teaser has been revealed, which was, God, just made me realize how much I hate it. And as well as a new companion, Dan Lewis, played by comedian John Bishop. Oh, man, do I feel bad for John Bishop. Seems like a genuinely nice chap, right? But having just finished watching season 24 on Blu-ray, it's very clear to me that everybody working on bad Doctor Who, which is what it was coming together, and I love Dragonfire. I loved how it ended. But everybody working on on this very, very bad Doctor Who just had no idea they were working on bad Doctor Who. I had Bonnie Langford and what's her name, Magenta from the Rocky Horror Show. But she was they were both like, oh, Doctor Who, that sounds cool, I'll do a bit of Doctor Who, and they were given scripts and they just didn't realize how awful they were. They thought this was normal, right? They just like, it's funny, how did this show go on for be so huge with such terrible scripts? I don't know, but it is, so I'm just going to say it. So I think John Bishop is pretty much in the same category. Now fans have had a glimpse at a new monster, at least in the latest installment of the Find the Doctor mystery. Okay, so fine, that's the picture. And that's clearly Andrew Beech's face. On the worst bit of the only bit I really didn't like from that Dalek two-parter was it Witch's Familiar and Wizard's Apprentice, or one of the whatever, the two-parter at the beginning of season 9. Freaking awesome! I love that. The only thing I didn't like about that, right, was Davros opening his eyes at the end. It was like, wait, you just said your eyes closed all this time? I thought you didn't have eyes. They were withered away. That's why you had the little Dalek-y eye in the middle of your head. Like, what? Why is his eyes open? That was really quite shit, okay? That was, and look, I love you. I love you, Moffat. I like Matt Smith. I love Peter Capaldi. That was quite shit, okay? They're puzzled on who or what it could be. Many fans have been speculating about it being a brand new monster. We all know Chibnall loves new creations. But they're all bad. I mean, they're all really bad. Like Tim Shaw. Oh, God. What was the name of the one with the fingers that went in the ears? Was it the Wet Willy, I called him. But what was that? They're all bad. Everything he does is bad. It's incredible, right? It's like he's got the anti-Midas touch. Whatever he touch, even when he rips things off, he rips things off a lot. He rips things off a hell of a lot. He just rips them off badly. But we wouldn't be surprised with another creation. However, many believe a returning monster is on the cards. Zygons, well, it could be. Well, they got the costumes. Look at the eyes. Nothing like Zygons, okay? Sycorax, possibly. Look at the teeth. I can't see any teeth. Okay? Possibly. Look at it. Davros, well, fans are getting a Davros vibe. When the clue was published, one fan tweeted, I was wondering if it might be Davros. Give me some real Witch's Familiar vibes when he opens his eyes for the first time. Yeah, God, I hate it. Another fan agreed that another fan agreed with his fellow Twitter user saying, "OMG, it's Davros," and showing a picture of Davros from the season 9. Series 9, and continue to say, look at the bags beneath his light. OMG! Okay. Davros last appeared on Doctor Who back in 2015. Witch's Familiar, Magician's Apprentice, Witch's Familiar. Awesome. I know a lot of people don't like it, right? I know a lot of people really don't like it. I freaking loved Peter Capaldi coming out on the tank with the electric guitar and the sunglass, the sonic sun. I loved all of that, right? I think that was freaking awesome. And again, I understand a lot of you really don't like it. It was great. What he was playing on the guitar was so great. When he sees Clara and Missy, he starts playing, Pretty Woman? And you don't know who he's playing it for. I really, really loved it, okay? Until Davros opened his eyes. One thing I was a little bit miffed about, you know, this was it Colony Sarf, the snaky person that is trying to find the Doctor. Why couldn't that be the Mara? Like, why couldn't the Mara be working for Davros? Like, that would have been just awesome. The home planet of Dalek Skaro began to get destroyed, and we have not seen Davros since. He was dying, wasn't he? Oh, that was it. He plotted to make regenerating Daleks by stealing regeneration energy from the 12th Doctor. I don't remember that. Was that part of the plot? I don't remember that at all. Okay, so Chibnall just totally ripped that off then with the Cybermen. Daryl's return is timely, given Chibnall appears to be doing a trio of special Dalek episode mixed into the main series. And 2019 he had Resolution, not Resolution of the Daleks. No, that would have been an exciting name. No. And again, the Dalek mutant in that freaking wonderful. I guess so wasted on this series. So we had Resolution, and then fans introducing fans to the Reconnaissance Dalek, which was then thrown into a supernova by everybody apart from the Doctor. Then part 2 aired on January 1st, 2021. A scant 2 years later. Yeah, that's the schedule we've had. With John Barrowman returning as Captain Jack. Don't hold your breath. What's the name? Jacob Anderson from Game of Thrones, almost certainly filling a Captain Jack-shaped hole. In Revolution of the Daleks, leading to an army of Daleks taking over the world before being forced into a spare. They weren't forced. They were tricked into it by a hologram of the Doctor going, "You can't get me! Ooh, ooh!" Like, really? Why did anybody think that was a good idea? Being forced into Dalek, with the Daleks failing to take over the world once again. These specials do need their master Davros. In these specials, do they need their master Davros to help them out? Who cares? In recent filming, the Dalek base was a base of a Dalek was spotted being pulled out of a lorry into a warehouse. No, we saw the whole Dalek, right? So it was like they had bubble wrap around the sucker arm and the gun, as I recall. But it wasn't a skirt. It was everything. Okay. Time will tell what the Dalek episode will entail. It's also been sneakily revealed that part of Jodie Whittaker's final adventure of the Doctor, her trio of episodes will be spaced across 2022. It's expecting that her first of 3 specials will air on the usual New Year's Day slot following season series 13 broadcast. Yeah, it could be. Makes a lot of sense. Now, CV reveals. What's CV? I don't know what CV is. CV reveals that now a CV reveals that director of photography is part of a Doctor Who Easter special, making it the first special to air around Easter and David Tennant's Planet of the Dead. Yields a gap here. The final special is to air in November 22, where Whittaker will bow out in a blockbuster centenary episode featuring the long-awaited return of Unit. I did not know that. Or maybe I did, I forgot, right? Okay, I'll put it on the thumbnail, I guess. For now, fans remain on the edge of the seats for the next Series 13 trailer. There's been a lot of buzz about a trailer coming out recently. Who cares? So fine, so this is the Doctor Who mystery. We're going to listen to it. Message from it. No, we're not going to listen to it. So here, somebody cracked the password. I'm pasting it in. If I remember, I'll put the password in the video notes. So enter. We are entering. Congratulations, you solved the mystery and found the Doctor. Below you can hear the response to Yaz's download and download an exclusive image. Wow, okay. I guess that's the exclusive image. That looks a bit shit, doesn't it? I think we've got to do Jodie Whittaker looking up as a giant dildo, right? A giant Dalek dildo on the thumbnail. Okay, so that's it. And then I think here, let's hear. Yeah, this is so annoying. 1 second. Sound up. Here we go. Look, I love how they put David Tennant in everything. Like, David Tennant, watch this, David Tennant. Here we go.
Yaz, sorry, I got sidetracked. Bear with me. Just trying to outmaneuver outmaneuver a Baldarian warfleet and make a sandwich at the same time. Not ideal. Be with you.
Oh, God, why does she have to sound so smug? All the time. Oh, God, why do she want to be? Oh, I'm the bestest ever, and I love being the bestest ever. What? How is that Doctor Who-y? Smug condescension. Oh, God, I can't stand it.
5 mints. Make that 6 mints. Then
I don't. Yeah, I have to tell you. As you may know, I'm Jewish. I may mention it. I don't know. So, like, growing up, I wasn't religious, right? My parents threw these incredible Christmas parties. It's like these epic parties. We had a big Christmas tree. Man, I used to love a Christmas tree. With presents on. We did the whole thing, right? We did the whole. Very not Jewy, okay? Very not Jewy. We're not big into celebrating the birth of Christ. You might be surprised about that. Anyway, at one of these Christmas parties, my parents' friends, I think they're all. Oh, wow, isn't this incredible? I think everybody in this story is now dead. Like, probably everybody in the room. Wow. Okay, time will roll, mate. A couple of my parents' friends were dancing, doing a bit of boogieing. My dad, you got a jukebox. He had a bunch of cool stuff. He had a jukebox, and he put it with, like, oh, man, it must be worth a fortune. It had real vinyl in it, these singles. And people were boogieing away. He also had a couple of pin tables as well. Wonder what ever happened to them. anyway, they were boogieing away, and this woman, my friend of my parents, was one of the worst dancers of all time. Right, was one of the absolute worst dancers of all time. And my mother said, "God bless her." It's somebody once did her a terrible wrong and told her that she was a good dancer. Somebody once did Jodie Whittaker a terrible wrong and told her that she had comic timing. You don't, darling. You do not have comic timing. Okay, let's carry on with it. Like, this is 35 seconds long. I'm 15 seconds in, and I want to stab myself in the face. Okay, that's how bad this is.
We should hit the beach planet with the 17 suns.
Ooh, yes, we should hit the beach planet with 17 suns. Maybe getting a bit of a bikini with me, Yaz. Would you like that? Yeah, would you like a bit of doctor in bikini? I think Yaz would, mate. I think Yaz would. Yaz, what's this obsession you have with scissoring? Do you want to cut something in the tires? Oh, no, not that scissoring.
To dig out my Factor 7000 sun cream?
Oh, dig it out, baby. I got just everything. Like, it's so funny. I'm going, you're not! You're not!
Oh, also, if you pass the shop, can you get some milk? See you soon. Kisses.
Kisses. Oh, God, it's so awful. It's just so bad. I can't stand it. So, how does that make that? Okay. So we don't really know. Who cares? Okay, so that was that. That was a bit. There's really not much there. So let's go back over here for a second. I'm going to look at the Sontaran. Close that, and then fine. So let's look at John Barrowman. Poor John Barrowman. Super cancelled. Super cancelled. Not just by the BBC, but by Big Finish. And Big Finish have a disturbing history of cancelling people. Richard Dreyfuss. Somebody sent it to me recently. Wait, let's see if I can find it while I'm. I should have really tried to dig it up while I'm making this video. Somebody sent me a video, a picture recently of Richard Dreyfuss. Apparently, he recorded an audio with what's it again? With Tom Baker, right? Is this it? Hang on one second. I'm just going through the different things people have sent me. And so there's a picture of him standing with Tom Baker. Okay, so that's one that we're not getting. And we're not getting it out of, like, what appears to be just sheer bigotry, right? Oh, here it is. Let me see if I can find this. Opening up. Here. So let's turn this back on. Yeah, so here's Tom Baker with James Dreyfuss, not Richard Dreyfuss. Worked with the legend the other week. So lucky. So this was in 2017. Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, this is not happening. So John Barrowman super cancelled. Also by Big Finish. So he has an audio story recorded in the can. with David Tennant, and they're not releasing it. Again, I thought they were waiting for it to die down. No, they are never ever going to release it. So he says, and I was loyal to the Beeb for a long time and made them lots of money. Yeah, go tell it to John Nathan Turner. And he said, it feels like more. Well, no, this was the second one. Somebody says, hey, John Maron, I really miss hearing you on Big Finish. I don't understand why they don't release or promote your old stuff. I hate this modern council culture. Keep strong. Are you in Panto this year? Dick Winterton with you and the Crankers Happy in Stitches. That sounds awesome. Okay, yeah, for me, I would love that. You see, you don't get Panto out of England, really. And I love Panto. It sounds fantastic. So then he says, really sadly, they blackballed me, so nothing I can do. I personally think this is a stupid, wrong decision, but who am I? Loyalty means nothing these days. It's so true. It's all about alliances. Loyalty means absolutely nothing. So he said, so then he goes back there. It feels like more from the BBC and Big Finish, who has to play nice for that license. And he said, I was loyal to the Bieber for a long time and made them lots of money. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. If you don't know, the story was he got up to antics on set by waving his dick around a lot, right? And everybody seemed okay with it, right? It seemed like a normative backstage kind of action. Nobody seems scarred by this in any way. Nobody seemed upset. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because we have like creeps like this in the world, right? And these are the creeps that Big Finish care about, right? And again, these are people on a complete psychopathic meltdown right now because Doctor Who is being cancelled. Let's be clear. There's no new Doctor. There's no new production team. I believe it to be cancelled. And listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but. It looks likely to me, but like again, the people without virtue, right? They need to virtue signal, and they need to feel virtuous. I think everybody needs to feel virtuous in some way or another, right? Everybody needs to feel virtuous, but most people will have some kind of like positive character trait to build on. So this guy, Mr. TARDIS, he's just lost it. He just goes around. He talks about me all the time, right? He always says, "Oh, the Rabbi has actual white supremacists on his channel." No, I don't. No, I don't at all. I don't know why you say. I mean, like, here's the thing. He will lie about you. And then if you disagree with him, he'll call you a white supremacist or something, and then he'll block you and say, and have you say, I'm not a white supremacist, somehow proof that you're a white supremacist. He's a very bad person. In my opinion, he's a very, very bad person. So yeah, he has a large following of creeps, I guess. Here's the incredible thing. They always turn out to be sex pests. Like, all these people, they always... his big friend was this guy called... whatever his name was. He called me somebody who was interested in children relentlessly based on absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. Eventually it turned out, he was a big sex pest. Probably known by these people, right? Let me have a look. So he chimes in. He was the first to join in the cancellation of John Barron. Loyalty means nothing these days. Yes, loyalty means letting somebody get away with years worth of sexual harassment in the workplace. Again, who's the plaintiff? This is a really important part for you to get your head around. Who is the actual plaintiff? Who's the plaintiff? Who has said, I feel victimized? And again, has he? Is it behavior that made people feel uncomfortable? Possibly. He's made many public apologies. But again, that doesn't matter, right? That does not matter in any way, shape, or form. He just if you can vilify somebody, it's fun. And listen. People talk about, those naughty National Socialists from Germany in the 1930s. But really, in my opinion, the reason why they had so much fun, why they had so much support, was because they found it fun. They found vilifying people fun. And I think it's exactly the same motivation here. 100%. So I understand this didn't happen, right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When somebody can feel great about themselves, they can feel great about themselves. And when called out for it, refuses to acknowledge wrongdoing. Again, just fantasy. But again, look at these, again, insane, very uncomfortable children. This is who they seem to be. They seem insane, very, very uncomfortable children. Just like they just join in. If you ever watch the Q&A session with John at the con, also available online, he will mention several times humorous stories of harassing the behavior. Nobody said they were harassed. Oh, that you might have found it harassing because you're a pussy. It doesn't mean it was harassing behavior. On the set of Lorchwood with one of his favorite, with one of his favorites actually taking place during the filming and used in the show. Okay, he was saying these stories for years. Yeah, you know why? Because it wasn't an issue, right? Yes, it was adult humor. And children are often scared and confused at adult humor, and these are children. So, if there was no problem saying it, right? There was no problem. Long before Noel Cart saying anything about it, the part I honestly don't understand, why did the fans 5 years ago, why didn't the fans care 5 years ago? Because there's nothing to care about. It's not our business. Nothing happened. We are not judges, juries, and executioners. And this weird mob mentality, where is there any jurisprudence? Like, where does he have any right of self-defense? More than that, how long does this sentence of yours last? Right? I think it lasts eternally, right? There's no end to it. John described reactions from Eve Miles that were in retrospect very clear signs of discomfort in the situation, and fans at the cons laugh about it because it was, which shows you are a big pussy, essentially. And yes, he was talking about events during the actual filming of the show. No one's denying this. So this other guy comes on. He doesn't realize the more he complains about it, the longer he'll be blacklisted. No, you've got to accept your struggle sessions. Oh, we love the Chinese. Oh, we love the Chinese Cultural Revolution where we kill 60 million people. God, you are, again, why do you not understand you are the bad guy? Just apologize for it. He has. And make an effort to change. He has! And be better. He is! He's better than you, that's for damn sure. Or at least pretend he did. Okay? People forget quickly. No, you scumbag do not. You scumbags do not forget quickly. You will never, ever, ever let it go because it gives you power. And that's really what it's all about. Giving you scumbags power. But the more you complain about it, the longer it'll take to go away. What's the timeline? What's the timeline that is ever going to go away? It's never going to go away, right? He's done everything you said, and you don't give a shit, right? It's never, ever, ever going to go away. And who's better for it, right? Like who's better for it in the world? So in closing, the screen grab came up as well, which really explains the mentality of these people, right? When they face with something they don't understand or doesn't like a jive with their outlook, right? They don't amend their outlook. They say everybody's wrong, right? Because they treat their stupidity as if it's virtue. You see here, Alien, The Terminator, Blade Runner, Mad Max, Ghostbusters. If they were released today, they'll be cancelled by the white. No, they wouldn't. We like all those things. Right? We liked all those things. If you didn't notice the politics in your favourite films growing up, we noticed them, right? And it was done in a way that we could, disagree. I very much disagree with Nick Briggs's politics. I think he's wrong in a lot of ways, right? I think he's wrong. But I like his work, right? And I like he has a right to his opinion. Right. What I don't like is when you say you don't have a right to your opinion. If you don't agree with me, you're evil and you need to be cancelled. Right. And again, all cancel culture is about power. That's all it is. It's only ever about power. Right. That's the only thing that they care about. Congratulations, you won. You've won. You got the power. You got John Barrowman cancelled. People aren't going to be able to listen to that Torchwood release that they wanted to, right? And they're never going to see Captain Jack again. Doesn't matter they liked it. They're never, ever, ever going to see Captain Jack again. And you've won. Doctor Who is being cancelled. You've won. Well done. You're right. You've taken it away from everybody. You've won. Then now you're just going to go off and you're going to destroy something else, right? Not that you've left much else to destroy, right? This is not good for anyone. So there you go. Not the best news. Not the best news. Davros is coming back. Who gives a shit? Really? I mean, like, who gives a shit about any of this? Jodah's going, as is Doctor Who. But for me, I think Doctor Who went when Jodie arrived. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.